What's good, everyone? It's GlitchXCity here, and today I'm giving you guys my IPA. Shoot, I keep saying that. My PBL Week 6 match, I think. Our Week 6 match against the San Antonio Swellows. And yeah, like I've said in like the past video, you're dead. Nice. So like I've been saying in the past video, I'm doing all this all in one. So not gonna explain too much. But other than that, you can see our matchup right here. As of now, as of this week, or of this week's battle, we are 3-2. So we're kind of hanging on barely to positive. But yep, we're against the Swellows. I'm pretty sure they're 3-2. I think they're 4-1 when we did this battle, I think. But we were both short on time, and I actually had to wait for him, like almost 2 weeks to wait for him. And yeah, so time constraint sucks, but I understand that life is life. But other than that, we'll get right into the battle. Not into the battle, but into the team preview. So on his team, he got Mega Venusaur, which is very fat, with thick fat. The man, compared to Blissey, they all be thick. Mega Venusaur, oh my god, they're all thick. But yeah, we got that. We got Victini. I know how good Victini is, so like I'm not even gonna go into that. Latios is just drops Dracos all day, every day. Togekiss is also fat. It's a nice, pretty cleric with Wish and all that. T-Wave, Serene Grace, Air Slash shenanigans. We got Honchkrow, very threatening Dark type Pokemon, as it could run SD plus Sucker Punch that could demolish my team. You got P2, very bulky with Eviolite and Recover, as well as Toxic and Tri-Attack, possibly Download or Trace. Fortress, very good physically defensive wall. One of his ways to get up hazards, along with Swampert. I think those are his only ways to get up hazards. But yep, Stealth Rock, Spikes, and all that good stuff with Toxic Spikes. And I wouldn't put it against him to bring Toxic Spikes against my team, because I have like 2 things off the ground, and I have like 3 things immune to poison, and everything gets pretty dwindled down by 4 things immune to poison. So maybe he won't bring Toxic Spikes, but yeah, other than that, we got Swampert, very bulky water type, 4 times weak to grass, that maybe he won't bring because of Shaman. We got Jellicent, another bulky water type, giving him another bulky water option that he could bring against me. Electivire, base 95 speed, a lot of good coverage, hits pretty hard. Guzzlord, probably like the most used, less used, one of the Ultra Beasts. Its defenses are trash, but its HP is so high, and there's also Espeon with Magic Bounce that could possibly set up hazards if I mispredict. But other than that, we're gonna go right into the team builder. And as you can see on your screen, we do have our team. And first up, we do have nerfed. Oh my god, hold on, it's not. The nickname's wrong. All right, cool. We got nerfed. We got nerfed the Talonflame, holding the Choice Band with Gale Wings. We got Brave Bird, U-Turn, Flare Blitz, and Quick Attack. Comparing this to his team, this absolutely demolishes his team. This is gonna be my late game sweeper, probably. Either my late game sweeper or my Pokemon to gain momentum early on in the game with U-Turn, because I'm not gonna click Brave Bird or Flare Blitz until late game. But we do have the Choice Band. Choice Band and Brave Bird does a lot to Venusaur, if not kill it. I do a lot to Victini, I Oko Latias, I do a lot to Togekiss, I do a lot to P2, I do a lot to Honchkrow, Swampert, I kill Fortress with Flare Blitz, Jellicent, like literally nothing on his team. I don't think anything on his team can take 2 hits from a Flare Blitz or Brave Bird on his team. I don't think so. I may be wrong. If something doesn't get 2-hit killed, then it's close. It's really close. But other than that, this thing just nukes through his team. The only thing that would suck is if he gets up rocks, and I have... yeah, if he gets up rocks, that sucks, because I have absolutely no hazard removal on this team. But I am adamant, because his fastest mon is Latios, and I can run max speed. I can run max speed adamant and still be faster by a point. So that's really great. Get as much damage output as possible. Brave Bird, U-Turn, Flare Blitz, as well as Quick Attack, because Acrobatics I didn't really like, and Quick Attack is nice to have some sort of priority after Gale Wings. So like maybe Quick Attack will come in clutch this game. I don't know. I don't know. Quick Attack is like the only thing that interested me in its move pool that could have done work or could have clutched me a kill. But next up, we got Chia, our Shaman. We are Life Orb offensive with Seed Flare, Psychic, Earth Power, Dazzling Gleam, Max Speed, Timid with Max Special Attack. This kind of hits his whole entire team. The only thing that would really threaten me would have to be like Scarf Honchkrow or a Victini that wins the speed tie, or a Scarfed. But other than that, I think we're pretty good. I mean, Seed Flare, Psychic hits, Mega Venusaur, I Earth Power Victini. If I win the speed tie, I dazzle the Latios. I guess Togekiss would be the only thing that would counter this. I kill Swampert, I do a decent amount with Earth Power to Fortress. I can Seed Flare P2 depending on how low it is. I can dazzle the Honchkrow, I can Seed Flare the Espeon, dazzle the Guzzlord, Earth Power the Electivire, and Seed Flare the Jellicent. So this Shaman offensively puts in a lot of work, you know, and when he only has like possibly only 2 or 3 counters to it in terms of switch-ins. But next up, we got Thundurus holding the Dark EMZ, which I bring. I swear, every time I bring Thundurus, I feel like I'm bringing a Z move. But we have Thunderbolt, Nasty Plot, Focus Blast, and Dark Pulse. After I get a Nasty Plot up, I do a lot of work to his team. Unfortunately, I don't have Psychic or Psyche MZ to take on the Venusaur, as I'm not for sure if he'll bring it because of Talonflame, and I feel like Talonflame and Shaman can put some pressure on there with Psychic and Brave Bird. But even if I get to +2 and I click Dark EMZ on the Venusaur, then that's just great. I have Dark EMZ mainly for Victini, I believe, because I don't think regular Dark Pulse kills if I'm not at +2. So in case I'm not set up, of course. We got Thunderbolt for main stab, and we also have Focus Blast to hit the P2 as hard as possible. I am taking a risk, 30% chance to miss, but I think it's a lot of risk but more rewarding. Max speed special attack to outspeed Latios, basically how it is. Next up, we got Type Dull. Looking at the team, why am I missing 4? Looking at the team, if he pressures me with Latios and Victini, then my team's just gonna die instantly. I'm not gonna have any switch-ins. So I needed a Spadef Wall, and that's what Type Null is here for. We have the Eviolite, Tri-Attack, Pursuit, U-Turn, and Metal Sound. We got Pursuit for the Victini, as if he is especially offensive, I can take any hit from it, and I can just Pursuit Trap it and get a decent amount of damage off, especially if I get a Brox. U-Turn for Initiative, and we have Tri-Attack plus Metal Sound. And, you know, this is kind of some heat that we're bringing this week, because if I get a Metal Sound on something and I click Tri-Attack, then I'm doing a lot of damage to something, that's for sure. To a Venusaur, if I get that Metal Sound up, I think I'm doing like 35% with Tri-Attack if he's physically defensive. So I can definitely do a lot to Venusaur and force it to Synthesis or even switch. And I can also Metal Sound the P2 and wear it down to where I force that to switch, or just do a lot of damage with Tri-Attack. So, yep, pretty good all around. I am Calm Nature with Pursuit and U-Turn, but you know, it's kind of just for chip damage. I'm not really needing that much damage. But next up, we got Jirachi, and this is kind of stupid. We got Weakness Policy with Shadow Ball, Psychic, Reflect, and Dazzling Gleam. Max Speed, Timid to Speed Tie with Victini. And this is kind of like some stupid set I made up, because I wanted to bring Jirachi because of Venusaur, but like, and I also wanted to bring it because of Latios and Togekiss, but I didn't know what kind of set to bring. So I was like, you know what, maybe I'll just bring Jirachi, bring it on a Swampert or a Honchkrow or a Venusaur. Maybe I'll click Knockoff, somehow pull out my Weakness Policy, and I just start wrecking stuff with the 3 coverage moves I have. So, last but not least, we have Mega Steelix, GSW, Golden State Warriors. This is not bandwagon, by the way. I just named it this because they won. But, we got the Steelixite, of course. Shut up, Brent. What? That's like the definition of bandwagon. We got Earthquake, Heavy Slam, Toxic, and Stealth Rocks. Toxic for stuff like P2. As if you look at my team, I don't really have a fighting type or anything hard to really hit P2 other than Talonflame. So I'm gonna need some way to wear it down, and then that's why Toxic is there. Earthquake and Heavy Slam for main stab, and we have Stealth Rocks, and we are max HP, max specially defensive, but we are Impish nature, so you know we're kind of balanced on the defensive side, as much Spadef as possible, and our defense is already so high, so you know might as well. But other than that, we're gonna go right into the match. I'm about to lose my voice. But other than that, we got our matchup right here. He brought the Fortress, P2, Victini, Electivire, Mega Venusaur, and Togekiss. So looking at it, he didn't bring Guzzlord, he didn't bring Espeon, he didn't bring Jellicent, Swampert, he didn't bring Latios. So little things to note there, but we can get right into this match. In terms of leads, I don't even know what I led off with, to be honest. I think I led with Mega Steelix just to get my rocks up as soon as possible, right? He leads with Fortress, and I do lead Mega Steelix, so that's pretty good there. I Mega Evolve just to get my rocks up. He does outspeed me because of the freaking thing, so I go for rocks. So we both get our rocks up first turn, and unfortunately for me, I don't have a way to get rid of hazards, and this guy is setting up rocks to me, and he's setting up spikes. So this is really bad for me because I have no way to get rid of hazards. So here, I switch into my Thunders, and I switched into my Thunders because I'm not really doing much with Earthquake, and I really don't want him to get all 3 spikes up. I'm gonna try and avoid him getting that many hazards on me. So here I'm gonna go to my Thunders. I'm gonna pressure him immediately and just click Nasty Plot, as he does go for spikes. So he has 2 spikes on me and rocks, and I have no way to get rid of these hazards. So he goes into Togekiss, and I was really confused by this play. I guess he predicted me, but here I go for Nasty Plot. So that was probably just a good prediction on his part. He probably had Wakan or something, but no, he doesn't have Wakan as he pulls out the leftovers. But seeing this, I think to myself, well, I'm a +2 Thundurus. He switches in Togekiss. Alright. But is he trying to bait the Thunderbolt so he can go into Electivire? Go into Electivire, get the +1 speed, and kill me with the Ice Punch? I'm just gonna go ahead, click Dark Pulse. I lose nothing from clicking Dark Pulse because he can't do much to me with Togekiss anyway. He goes into Electivire, we click Dark Pulse, and that Electivire is basically dead. I just click Dark Pulse again, he's not Scarf, and this Electivire goes down. And yep, that was a nice prediction on our part. Don't want to lose my Thunders too early. But here he goes into Victini, and at this point, I'm kind of scared. So at this point, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna stay in, click Dark Pulse, because +2 Dark Pulse kills, and I can use Dark EMZ for Venusaur. Sorry, dang. But the chances of him being Scarf are pretty likely, seeing that he did switch Victini in. And that's his only real way to get rid of Thunders right now. So he is Scarf, he clicks Blue Flare. Thankfully enough for him, he does land it, and Thunders does go down. So here, this was the situation I was talking about, is that if he pressures me with Blue Flare or Latios, then I need type Dull. So we take Rocks and Spikes, predicting him to switch out, saying that I don't die to Blue Flare. I'm gonna click Pursuit. He does switch out, I click Pursuit, and we get a nice 33% off, taking to Victini around 40%. So when he switches him back on Rocks, assuming that he doesn't get rid of the Rocks, he'll be at about like 15% or so, 18% or so. So that was a really good play by our part. That's what Type Null's supposed to do. And here he actually goes into his Venusaur. And I think here I just click U-turn, or I switch out because I don't want him to get rid of my Eviolite. So here, predicting the knockoff or potential knockoff, I'm gonna go into my Jirachi, hopefully set up the weakness policy and start doing work. But here he actually clicks Leech Seed as he Mega Evolves, and unfortunate for him, he does miss the Leech Seed. So sorry, bro. I guess that's the game we play. I would though. Of course, I would say that. But we got Jirachi on a Venusaur, and we don't have leftovers, but I can freely click Psychic here. I am max special attack. He stays in, and based off that damage, he is Spadef. Not Spadef. He isn't Spadef. He clicks Leech Seed, and seeing that he wouldn't want to lose his Venusaur to another Psychic, I switch into my Mega Steelix, predicting the Porygon 2 to come in so I can get a Toxic off. And that's exactly what he does, as he does go into the Porygon 2. So good play by our part, so we're getting these predictions off pretty nicely. He stays in, clicks Tri Attack, surprisingly enough, and I just get a nice Toxic off on the Porygon 2. And unless he has Heal Bell and Togekiss, I should be fine. He's +1 special attack with Tri Attack, yet it's only doing like 15% to us. So that Spadef investment really coming in clutch, as we do click Earthquake, and that toxic damage is really racking up for him. He clicks Recover, and I just click Heavy Slam, I think. I click Heavy Slam because I found out that Heavy Slam does more than EQ. And this toxic damage, man, is really killing him. But here, I click Earthquake for some reason, and he goes into Togekiss. And I don't know if this man made like a godlike prediction and predicted my Earthquake, but if I clicked Heavy Slam right there, this Togekiss would have been dead. And Heavy Slam did more than Earthquake, so I really didn't expect this play. And I honestly should have just clicked Heavy Slam to begin with, because Victini would have died. Fortress I could have just spammed EQ against. And yeah, I don't know why I did that. I'm so stupid. Sometimes I just make the weirdest plays and it just bites me in the butt. But here, I'm just going to click Heavy Slam. He could have clicked Flamethrower if he had it, but I'm just going to stay in anyway. He clicks Heal Bell, so he wanted to get that Toxic off the Porygon 2, and this Togekiss just straight up dies. So, because of the Porygon 2 ridding of its Toxic damage, I have to Toxic it again to have any chance of winning this game. So, surprisingly enough, he goes into the P2 again, and I just click Toxic. He goes for Recover. I land the Toxic, thankfully, and he kind of just let his Togekiss die for no reason, in my opinion, because that thing would have been alive. He goes for Tri Attack. I take it like 15%. I click Heavy Slam, and another heavy slam should kill. And actually no, I think I predict the fortress to come in. I think. Yeah, I just click heavy slam. He's gonna die to poison next turn. And I think I just click earthquake, predicting the fortress, just in case he went into fortress, and he does just that. So we get a clean 25% off. So, oh my god, this Steelix is putting in work, but he goes for spikes. So now he has 1 layer, he has rocks and 3 layers of spikes, and I have no way to get rid of them. We get a crit on the earthquake, and 2 more should be able to get rid of this. He goes for Volt Switch, so he's basically sacking this fortress to try and get a clean switch into possibly Victini. But we're sitting in a good position right now as Mega Steelix put in a lot of work. He goes for Toxic, so yeah, he's basically sacking his fortress right now. And yeah, this is 5-3. He brings in the Victini. It's at 18%, so it's forced to switch it. It's forced to stay in. He clicks Blue Flare and Steelix goes down, but Steelix put in so much work this game. I'm so proud of it. But here I go into my dedicated counter, and at this range, even though he has rocks plus 3 spikes, I am able to live a Blue Flare from this Victini. And Type No should be able to pick up this kill. He goes for Blue Flare and stays in because he can't switch out. He goes for Blue Flare. We live barely. He gets the burn, so I am gonna die to burn, but that's kind of unfortunate because I click Pursuit, and if you guys, and we get a crit, but we don't kill. And if you guys watch the team builder, then you would know that we have Tri Attack, and I probably should have just clicked Tri Attack right there just to give Type No the kill. Kind of salty about it. I mean, it didn't really matter because like we do have something in the back to handle this Victini, but if we just click Tri Attack, this Victini would have been dead and we would have been fine. But I guess it's kind of not a misplay because if I killed it with Tri Attack, he probably would have gone into P2 and then he would have been able to get a recover off. So I guess that's not the worst play I could have gone for. But I mean, at the time it kind of sucks. I probably should have just clicked Tri Attack. But unfortunately, the Victini still lives and Type No dies to burn. So at this point, I could possibly lose to this Victini because I know it's Scarfed. So since it's Scarfed, it kills my Jirachi with Blue Flare and it kills my Shaman with Blue Flare. So basically, I have one Pokemon that can possibly save my butt right now, and that's Quick Attack Talonflame. So we bring in the Talonflame. If he switches out, then he dies upon switching, so he has to stay in. We go for the Quick Attack, and this Victini drops. And Quick Attack, Bandit Quick Attack coming in clutch right now from the Burb itself that got nerfed. Oh my god. So he goes into P2. He's at 10%. I calc I should be able to kill with Quick Attack. We go for Quick Attack, and his Porygon dies. So this Talonflame killed 2 things with Quick Attack, which I didn't even expect. I was expecting like Brave Bird damage or something kill with Flare Blitz. But here, I can't kill with Quick Attack, so I'm going to go into my Jirachi. And at this point, I don't think there's any way he can pull this back, as all 3 of my Mons have ways to damage this Venusaur. I click Psychic, barely missed the KO. He goes for Synthesis again. We click Psychic again, and that is basically GG. Not to Texas, but to the San Antonio Swellows. Shiny Psyduck, GG to you, man. Hopefully you're watching this. You almost had it there. If I didn't have Quick Attack and you crit my Talonflame, I probably would have lost right there to Victini. But yeah, GG to him once more. At this point, we are 4-2, so we are coming back. We're coming back from the hacks, basically. But yeah, that is our week 5 match. Next up, that's not. Is that week 5? Is that week 5? 4-2. No, that's our week 6 match. Duh. That's our week 6 match. We're 4-2. And I got one more match to record for y'all, and that'll be the next video for y'all. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next battle, and I'll see you guys later. Oh my god, my throat hurts.